Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast where this will be the greatest podcast ever, even though we don't know how it'll go. We just know it will be the greatest podcast ever. It's Lost in the Midcard. Welcome to our Backlash review show. Backlash happened this past weekend on the WWE network, and so we're going to talk about that, talk about television this week, and a little bit of headlines, and that's going to basically cover it for this week. We'll see how it goes here. But first, thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, any of your favorite podcasting apps. Just make sure you search for Lost in the Midcard. Hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way every Wednesday. Also, we are on the YouTube, as you can see with this great video that we have. And the links to everything on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard. Also on our Twitter at LITMC Podcast, where we share a lot of the great tweets within the wrestling world. I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JB Huskers. As always, my co-host, he is on the Twitter at Raw F Showtime. It is Mr. Matt Black. Matt, how you doing?
I'm surrounded by the people, JB.
The people.
The people.
Nice. I was gonna go with the Jericho Cruise, a shot of the Jericho Cruise, but I went with the Street Raiders, the Viking Prophets.
Whatever the fuck they're called.
You know they're gonna have a T-shirt.
I'm surprised it's not already out, to be quite frankly.
Yeah. As always, our other co-host, he's on the Twitter at
But hey, Backlash was mediocre and Raw was actually good.
Yeah. And our other co-host, he is on the Twitter at No One Like D, Mr. Darryl Bullock. Darryl, putting up the fist. What's up? How you doing?
We are the nation of domination.
Yeah.
I'm okay. You know, Backlash was what I expected it to be.
Mediocre.
Yeah, the greatest wrestling match ever.
I think it was the greatest wrestling match of the week.
It was the greatest wrestling match for that moment. It wasn't even the best wrestling match on the card, in my opinion.
D'Lo Brown, like he needs to take a shit.
Yeah, he's a little stale. Let me see, where's D'Lo? There he is.
Or he had some bad Chinese for dinner.
Some bad tacos.
He that
Where's
stash.
Mark Henry and Owen Hart?
See, what had happened was, you know how the Bullet Club got those special members? Yeah, I went with the core four.
Yeah.
Poor Mark. I was in the arena when Mark Henry turned to join the Nation of Domination. That was in State College, Pennsylvania. Back in the day.
You old as fuck.
Shut up. You're just as
You're
old
older.
as me.
I'm younger.
Sucker.
I'm the youngest one on the podcast.
Barely. By like a couple fucking months.
Is that an AEW show you got in the background there, Matt?
Yep. I'm with the people.
The people's champs right down there.
Oh, those are your peeps.
The peeps. So,
I missed the crowds, man.
I
I brought the crowd with me this week. None of them have COVID-19.
They do none.
None of them.
None. Because you're not in Florida.
That's how I roll.
Yes.
Okay, Florida closed their bars up a week into opening.
They never opened them up to begin with.
Yeah.
What was messed up is
dumb.
I'm talking to a coworker today, kind of off subject, but I'm talking to a coworker today. She's like, "Yeah, we've been stuck in the house, so we went to go see my in-laws." I was like, "Oh, where'd you go?" She said, "We went to Florida." I said, "Oh, okay, cool." I said, how'd you like it? She's like, we're just glad to be back home. And I said, oh, is it that bad? She said, yeah. You know, she said the best part about coming back home was when she came back to Maryland, she went to the grocery store, everybody had on masks. She went to the grocery store in Florida, nobody had on a mask.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not many people
and all the signs around here, when you go into these stores, they got the signs of like these you to enter this store, you're required to wear this.
Yeah.
So
dude,
like the fact that there are places in the United States not enforcing that blows my mind.
Dude, the Navy Federal near your house, that's one next to the old GameStop we used to work at. Everybody had the one that's the ATM,
like the walk-in thing.
Yeah, everybody had on a mask outside and inside.
As they should.
Yes.
Yeah, there's very few.
If you're out right now and you're going to get out of your car to go in someplace, you should be wearing a fucking mask. And if you aren't, you don't care about your health or the health of the other people around you. I mean, it's that fucking simple.
Well, that's why WWE tapings are halted right now.
They're gonna tape again tomorrow. Like let's not even give them any type of benefit of the doubt. They're doing this to save face today, and they're gonna go right back in their taping schedule tomorrow.
Welcome back, Matt Black.
I'm just telling it like it is. I ain't gonna fucking sugarcoat shit.
So,
Raw was really good last night. There you go. I can say good things about.
Liv Morgan looked good last night.
Natty should have been taking that job.
No. I'm just saying she looked good. I didn't say she wrestled good. I said she looked good.
Not that she wrestled fine. I'm just saying he should have been taking that job, and Natty then could have blamed Liv backstage afterwards that Liv wasn't there to break up the pin. Like there was no need for Liv, who was having an upward momentum under Heyman, to take that fall in like 2 minutes to the Iconics. Like Natty, who's been losing every fucking week under Heyman, could have taken another fucking loss. Because I'm so excited to see the tag team of Natalya and Lana. Oh my God!
You know what? I'm just gonna say it straight like this. Like, I know we're jumping the gun. You know, we're going to headlines later on, but Paul Heyman not being in charge of Raw will probably be the demise of Monday Night Raw in this coronavirus era, this pandemic.
I don't know, man. I was thinking that until I saw the show last night. And
but it's not consistent enough for me. Like we saw Bruce Pritchard did the first time when he came back. That's what we're gonna have to hope for. That's what we're gonna have to hope for. So when Bruce Pritchard first came back, all three of us was like, "Oh fuck, oh shit, what are we gonna do? It's gonna suck." His first show was great. Oops. After that, it was bullshit.
Hello, Sonny.
Well, actually, I was really excited when he initially came back, and then I've seen what he's done with SmackDown, and I've been less than thrilled. So I didn't expect much from Raw Monday, but Raw was easily the best Raw of the year so far. Like I don't think any other Raw even came close.
Did it just sound like Matt went to auto-tune there for a minute?
Yeah, it did. You were T-Pain for a second?
A little laggy there. I don't know.
What can you fucking do?
Sonny on got old Survivor Series 96 on the FS1 here. Old Sonny looking good before she
blew up.
Before she went nuts. Oh, Mero.
Wait a minute. Did you say went nuts?
She's out of her damn mind.
Went nuts, got on drugs.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to do anything, but is that Chains?
Yes, this is Chains. Brian Adams.
Two Chains.
Crush.
What'd you guys think about a couple quick things on SmackDown? What'd you guys think of Sheamus getting a face full of piss?
Face full of apple juice is pretty good.
That whole segment was. I saw the curtain. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this, really.
AJ May.
My son has the same hairstyle that Rocky Maivia had in the Survivor Series.
AJB.
It's better to be pissed Jeremy.
Off. Pissed on.
Yeah, I knew that line was
frozen.
I knew that line was coming as soon as Hardy turned around.
Selling shit.
Yeah, I knew that line was coming as soon as Hardy turned around and grabbed the massive vial of piss.
Random thought, because I see him outside the ring as a ref. Harvey Whippleman should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Along with Barry Horowitz.
I mean, what are we opening a jobber, Wayne?
Well, Coco Beware's already in there, so.
There it is. There it is. He said it, I didn't.
Bird, bird, bird.
Nice forehead tattoo there.
I think I'm going to give me one, too.
No, you're not. Stop it.
I'm not. I'm really not.
And, of course, the big...
Daryl's going to help me run on the top of his forehead like Al Snow.
What does everybody want?
No.
Goldust.
We're fucking off the rails tonight. We look. Let's just.
Hey, yo,
we already fucking know. We knew what the fuck this was before we even got on. This shit's gonna be off the rails tonight, and if you guys don't like just random hip hop and jumping bullshit from one topic to the next, shit that doesn't make any sense, to stuff that probably didn't make any sense for the topic before it, then you're probably listening to the wrong podcast tonight. But we're happy you're here regardless.
Oh, Goldust with a shot to the Rock's ding, ding, ding.
Stop looking at the Rock's ding, ding.
You talking about the people's strudel?
The people's strudel. New Day and New Day took on Nakamura and Cesaro. Pretty cool. Big E and Kofi taking a knee in the center of the ring to start the match. Good thing that Cole and Graves shut up during that moment too. So yeah, clearly Nakamura and Cesaro are gonna take on New Day. I figured maybe they're gonna throw that into Backlash, and but they didn't.
They put Cesaro with so many fucking tag teams, so it's unreal.
Yeah. So you had the greatest wrestling match ever on Backlash, but wasn't even the greatest match of the week, I don't think, because I think Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles topped that. You agree, gentlemen?
I agree. But we know what it was going to be.
I think there were some red herrings put out there, too. Like Mark Cho showed me a photo that I think Brie Bella posted and then took down of the IC belt with Bryan's plates on it, and then there was another photo.
I hear all that stuff was photoshopped.
And then there was like an AJ photo too that came out beforehand too.
Yeah, I heard all that stuff was photoshopped.
So somebody said something to me about
just done to get people talking.
Yeah.
You know what though? I'm actually happy that he got it, because AJ has almost held every title in WWE.
Has he held the tag titles yet?
That's it. That and 24/7. He's had everything else. And the Universal, I'm sorry.
24/7 title, yeah.
It's legit, damn it.
Let's hope AJ's career doesn't go down the shitter to where he's holding the 24/7 title. That should just be on R-Truth, and then anybody that temporarily takes it away from R-Truth. That's all that 24/7 title should be on. Backlash kickoff show. Apollo and Andrade started off. Decent little match there. Apollo retains to nobody's surprise. And more on Apollo here once we get to Raw. We kick things off with the Triple Threat Tag Team Championship match. I like these Triple Threat rules where they're 3 women in the ring at the same time. I like when they do it that way. Kind of a short match, but Bayley and Banks escape with the win there.
Escape.
They show a graphic for Extreme Rules, and it looks very Jeff Hardy-esque with the purple and neon yellow. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Actually, I had video up on here since Survivor Series is on a commercial.
Survivor Series has commercials?
On FS1 they do.
Oh. Are you talking of the version 1 or the Shocker?
The Shock Master.
I'm gonna let all of our listeners know right now we don't give a shit tonight.
Yeah, it's very clear and evident. Like I just told everybody 5 minutes ago the show goes off the fucking rails. So
yeah, we're not giving zero fucks tonight. Whatever.
Yeah.
We care about as much as WWE cared about COVID testing before today. So you get.
It sounded very Dave Chappelle-esque there. Fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker.
Did you watch 849?
I sure did. I watched
it. Was good.
Was it 846?
Or was it 842? 846?
No, 846. He did it 846 because that's the amount of time that the cop had his knee on George Floyd's neck.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, right?
YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the account that it's on is called Netflix is a Joke.
Yeah.
I think it's Netflix related. I think that's a Netflix company, but they put it on YouTube for everybody to see. I think Netflix is a Joke is a Netflix company, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I'll definitely watch it.
Very it's got
I love Chappelle. So
yeah, I mean there's not much comedy in it, to be honest, but there's some funny parts.
No, probably not. Not in these times.
No. But it's fun. There's some funny parts, but it's really good. Sheamus Jeff Hardy, I thought that was a good match at Backlash. It was one of the better matches on the card. Sheamus gets the win.
If I never have to see Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy again, I'd be okay with it.
Well, I think it's Sami Zayn's the one that ran over Hardy or ran over Elias, I think, in the end.
You did say that.
Yeah. I don't think it was Sheamus. I think it's going to end up being Sami Zayn.
It was Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
I did it for The Rock.
It was one of the Forgotten Sons.
I did it for The Rock.
Yeah, I forgot.
I did it for The Rock. That was something.
It was certainly something.
I'm sorry.
Not sure what it was.
I'm not hitting anybody with a fucking car for another grown ass man. You do that shit your fucking self. Lame. Matter of fact, real quick, I'm actually going to do a study, if I remember.
A study?
Yes, of the storylines from our childhood to see if they actually made fucking sense.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s.
That's exactly why I don't go back and play the classic video games that I remember loving so much, because I don't want them to be ruined. And that's exactly why I don't go back and watch a lot of the really old wrestling that I grew up on, because I don't want to look back on it with a different set of eyes now. I'd rather just remember it fondly for what it was when I was growing up.
I go back as far as Attitude Era. I don't go back before that.
See, I'll go back and like watch a match. Or whatever. But I don't want to watch like the story that led up to the match, because I'm worried that the story, how I remember it, played out differently than it really did. And you know, I might have loved it as a kid, but I go back and look at it now as an adult and like, man, I loved the story. I don't want to do that.
I can give you an example of a story that made zero fucking sense to me. Remember when Macho Man and Elizabeth were together and Jake the Snake had the snake bite Macho Man? But for some odd reason, the Undertaker held the chair from Jake the Snake from hitting Macho Man when he came through the curtain. Why?
That I don't remember.
It set up Jake the Snake and Undertaker at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 8, right?
I believe so. Because Snuka was 7.
For some reason, I thought Jake and Undertaker somehow got set up through the thing when they had Warrior doing something with Jake,
and
he wanted Jake to trust him, and he went into that room and he opened the thing and it was like a snake and like the Undertaker showed up or something. I don't fucking remember. It's just I don't.
Yeah, we'll have a class. We'll have a classic recap later on. JB's just like, I'm just
whoop, whoop.
Watching Todd Bettengell interview Stone Cold Steve Austin right now. What?
Whoop, whoop.
Whose shirt do I have on, Matt?
Bobby Fish.
There you go. Fuck Joe Koff. Son of a bitch.
I got Monday Night Rollins. Monday Night Messiah.
Oh, look at us representing different wrestling companies.
I mean, here's the crazy thing. Fuck you, Joe Koff. But all of our T-shirts, all of the wrestlers we represent, we're all in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Before you, Joe Koff, fuck you.
And I'm very disappointed that none of us are wearing an AEW shirt tonight.
Honestly, I don't have that many. I have 2.
I have like 3 or 4. I got the Mox title.
I need more. And if Pro Wrestling Tees didn't suck so bad, I'd have a lot more.
You know what? I said it. I buy shirts based off the shoes that I have. I gotta coordinate. So I have the Jericho Bubbly shirt.
Little bit of the bubbly.
I have a Moxley shirt, and I have the AEW hoodie. That's it.
Yeah, I got the Moxley spray paint shirt. I got
2 of those at the show in DC in October.
No, I bought the hoodie.
You bought the hoodie and the bubbly shirt.
No, Mike bought me I bought you're right. I bought the bubbly shirt. Mike did the I guess the first the little inscription they were giving that night. He paid for that.
Yeah.
That's all I have. I don't have a Buck shirt. I don't have.
I need a lot more AEW gear.
I got.
Hot topic. Yeah. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the only thing I would say what WWE has on them. Their designer for the shirts, for me personally, is so much better.
See, I actually like the AEW designs better. I just don't like the price format from Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah, price doesn't matter to me. It's just the style.
It absolutely matters to me when I'm paying $40 for a fucking T-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I ain't that damn rich.
Yeah, by the time I get it in the soft style clothing that they sell at Hot Topic, by the time I order it my size, by the time I pay for the fucking shipping and handling, that fucking shit's like $40 a shirt. It's just like you're on fucking drugs, Pro Wrestling Tees. You're on fucking drugs.
Yeah, I think I got the AEW logo shirt. I got Mox, the first Mox shirt with the spray paint. I got the Mox title shirt. I've got one of the Matt Hardy shirts. That's it. I want the AEW logo shirt with Kenny Omega on it, but I don't even know if they sell that anymore. They probably Pro Wrestling Tees does because they don't get rid of the designs. Those designs are always there. So back to Backlash. Asuka and Nia Jax went double count out because Vince likes to have pay-per-view rematches on Mondays. So that's what happened. Then we got Braun Strowman, Miz, and Morrison. Once they laid out the stipulation that whoever pins wins the title, that it wasn't going to be co-champions, I knew exactly how it was going to go down. I knew.
So damn obvious.
Yeah, I knew Miz was going to screw up a pinfall, and he did, and then that led to confusion between him and Morrison, and then Braun wins. So
it was so much more of an appealing match type when it was the co-champions thing.
As
soon as they said, "Oh no, only one of them can be the champion," I'm like, "Well, there goes all the creativity that this match had going in."
Yeah, and there was my prediction too. So it went to obviously Strowman retaining once they went that way. So I mean, hell, I had
as soon as I heard that there could only be one winner, I was just like, yeah, Strowman's winning this 100%.
I had a hell of a idea. I mean, leading up to a Miz and Morrison match at SummerSlam here with all this, but nope, can't have that. But hey, Miz and Morrison together are fun. Jesus Christ, that music video was something else, wasn't it?
That was hilarious.
Oh man, that was so bad it was good. So bad it was good. Look at the kid getting the shades before Brett turned into a dick.
Brett's backstage tonight.
Yeah. I had that.
Him and Punk.
I had that in the headlines there. Yeah, Brett going to be on backstage. That'll be interesting. Lashley Drew. I thought that was a good title match. Do you guys think so?
It wasn't bad for me. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
I thought Lashley looked good here. They're really they're really putting it behind McIntyre. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. He'll be one of those new guys that got pushed that actually may stay pushed, considering like a lot of those younger guys under Heyman. There's some guys that probably won't see the light of day for a while. With the actions there. Then we got a what we thought was a tag team title match between Street Profits and Viking Raiders. It turned out it was a cinematic experience like no other. Bowling ball to the nuts. Akira Tozawa as a ninja is that Babatunde? Or is that a different PC guy?
That's not Babatunde is more my complexion. I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. I saw who that was, like the name, because they're here it is. Jordan Omogbane. He's 7'3". I saw on Kevin Nash's Instagram, him and Nash and Hall were working with him in the PC, and he's much taller than Nash, which is it's insane. And then Tozawa standing up against him is crazy too. But the whole ninja thing I thought was fucking funny. It all led to the guys running away. And then they go up on top of the semi because WWE likes to go on top of semis now. And they fight.
It's the new thing. Good shit, pal.
Yeah, and then they fight into the dumpster, and Jessica Carr goes, "Hey, what the fuck you guys doing? Your match is next." So it didn't turn into a tag title match. It was just I love what they're doing with these guys though. It's making me laugh. It's entertaining me. So fuck it, man. I like it.
So did you hear what Impact just did?
Oh boy,
they're still here.
After Moose's match, they played EC3's theme.
Trouble.
Didn't I say he was coming back to fucking Impact?
Yeah, so apparently Josh Matthews mentioned him by name on commentary. I think TNA's treading on some dangerous territory, because he's still under that 90-day thing with WWE. And if WWE wanted to go after them for that, they might be able to. I mean, it's one thing to play the theme that they own, but to mention EC3 by name, I don't know if that was a really good idea.
But what's the guidelines and the restrictions on the 90-day no compete clause? That's my question.
Yeah,
because they've been working they've been working very well with WWE as far as showing Impact content and this, that, and the other. So it might be something
on the network and shit. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Who knows?
But like all the shit they showed.
So yeah, I guess EC3 back to Impact.
All the shit
that's what they want you to. At least that's what they want you to believe, anyway.
All the shit they showed in that montage was not WWE owned, so I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So with that being said, I just have a feeling that it's some behind the scenes, negotiations.
Well, hey, I wouldn't surprise me. WWE trying to keep everybody away from AEW right now.
Yeah, they'll give somebody the impact real quick.
Yeah, that's the main competition there.
So
are you guys enjoying the Street Profits Viking Raider stuff?
No.
Why is that?
I love the personality. I told you last week, like, I am a War Machine guy, so it takes a little bit from Hanson and Rowe for me. But on the opposite side, I love Dawkins and I love Montez. I love their personalities.
Yeah.
And it shows them.
Well,
so, I mean,
it's kind of given Eric and Ivar personality, though, too.
True. Very true. Yeah, but I'm a classic I'm a War Machine dude. Like, they yell in your face and slap the shit out.
Dude, let's face it. As long as they're in WWE, you ain't ever getting War Machine again.
Yeah.
So
FS1 blurring out the middle fingers.
Not here. Don't blur it out. Don't blur it out.
Matt's video was frozen for a minute with his fingers in the air. That was kind of funny.
Oh well.
Yeah, I was.
Shut up.
I didn't have the video on you guys. I had Brett and Austin, so I missed the beginning of the middle fingers there, I guess.
Stop watching something from 25 fucking years ago and pay attention to your co-host.
I suppose.
Is that 25 years ago? That's good, man.
96.
I was
24.
It's pretty much 25 years ago.
I was a sophomore in high school.
You're old.
You're old.
We're all old.
You're old.
I'm a veteran. Literally.
Care.
Orton and Edge ended the night.
You're fucking old. Yeah, this is the type of this fucking shit.
Hey, you gotta have some fun, man.
How hard were they trying to have an Okada match here, Orton and Edge?
Okada!
They were really trying.
Look, if that thing you told us this afternoon is true, Vince can go eat a dick.
Yeah, word came out
here's my thing. Before you say what you say, here's my thing. What makes a wrestling match so great is its environment and the two people in the ring and the commentators. And I say the environment, the pops, the boos, the reaction as a whole. The commentary helps tell the story. The two wrestlers are in the ring telling a story.
Yeah, like Rock and Hogan at WrestleMania 18 is a perfect example of that.
Exactly. That was the perfect. No, I'll do you one better. 25. Because I'm not a big Hogan fan for my own reasons.
Well, you don't have to be a big Hogan fan to appreciate that match.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Look, as somebody who was in Houston, I was there at WrestleMania 25.
Okay.
And I loved that match. But I don't know if I've ever heard a louder crowd reaction on television watching a wrestling show than WrestleMania 18 live with Hogan versus Rock.
Yeah,
it was fucking insanity.
So I will say this: the reason why I say 25, Taker Sean, the first one, because my wife sat there and watched wrestling, watched that match with me. My wife will sit there and watch. She'll watch matches here and there. But when she's making the same reaction I am, based on the story, the pop, the commentary, for somebody that doesn't watch the casual fan, for me, that's the complete story. Not to take anything away from Rock Hogan, but that makes it for me.
No, I get it. Dude, Series 25, one of my favorite matches of all time.
Well, it's one of the best matches of all time too.
It's my favorite of all time, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, to each his own, but it's my favorite.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but in my opinion, it's probably the best match of all time, though.
The reason why I say it's my favorite of all time is because I think that was the one match that had the false pins. That was the first match that had the false pins. Undertaker got up from the super kick, Sweet Chin Music. Shawn got up from the tombstone, and I think that's what started the false closes for me.
I don't know. I think they've been around way before.
They have, but the Undertaker has been so dominant that you never saw nobody get up from a tombstone besides Kane.
He's talking about just Undertaker at Mania, not in general.
You know what I mean? The first time you ever saw somebody give Undertaker some go was 25 against Shawn. Some legit, you thought he was going to actually lose that shit.
Yeah. So, the greatest wrestling match ever was good. I mean, it was really good. It was
a great
really,
match.
Somehow it went longer than their Mania match. It went 45 minutes.
How bad their Mania match dragged, because this did not feel like it was longer than the Mania match.
Yeah,
the Mania match, I was begging for it to be over.
Yeah, the Mania match was like 36 minutes. This was 45 minutes, and there was a lot. Then all of a sudden it turned into the greatest wrestling finishers of all time. Everybody throwing finishers out there. I thought that was kind of a cool moment, though. And boy, the end of it when Orton punted Edge, I thought, oh, that punt's back. The legend killer is back.
Oh, don't forget the dick kick that led into it.
Yeah.
True.
But Orton wanted the clean wrestling match and had to cheat to win. So vintage Randy Orton.
Hear his voices in his head.
They counsel him. They call him Fred.
Facts.
So, of course, the big story of the week coming out of this match was the fact that Edge tore his tricep. And then later on this week, it came out that he tore his tricep on a retake. Why the hell are you calling this the greatest wrestling match ever if you're having to do retakes of things?
Listen, man.
My first question is, where's this report coming from? Who reported that?
I don't remember. I've seen it
because I have not been able to.
I've seen it a few
I've not
places,
been able to source that with anybody.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like after you told me, I made some, reached out to some people this afternoon. I wasn't able to verify that with anybody. But if it is true, and if it did happen, like I said a couple minutes ago, Vince can eat a giant dick.
Yeah. I've seen it in a couple places being reported. I don't know. I can't remember where exactly right now.
If you figure out where the source of it's from, please let me know later on tonight. Because, if it's from fucking Ringside News or some bullshit like that, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt.
I've seen it in more than one place, though. So
yeah, but we'll find out where it originated.
Yeah. So, yeah, Backlash wasn't that great. It was okay. It was there. The Raw after the Raw the next night was tremendous, and but I mean, when new blood takes over creative, it's happened before. We get we had the era of Heyman and Bischoff. We had some good shows, and then it started going to shit. It's like we see the same thing. Anything new comes about. Like Vince doing the creative changes. They give us like a tremendous show, and then they follow it with shit going forward. So
that's what I was saying, the consistency. They're not consistent enough.
No. It's like, oh, hey, now it's going to be good forever. Okay.
Well, look, it's just all we can do is hope for a good show next week and go from there.
Yeah, so we kick things off with Randy Orton talking about the match the night before. Christian comes out. Of course, this news broke in the afternoon. Did WWE kind of tease it? Was it WWE that was teasing it with the lyrics from Christian's song on a tweet?
No, the Russell votes.
Oh. And of course, they showed. I hope you weren't eating dinner when Raw started, because they showed a nice up close shot of Edge's tricep there. But
cool,
slit wide open, and yeah, yummy. So Christian comes out and talks about what he did to Edge. Obviously, the punt, bringing the punt back, and basically everybody writing him off now with the tricep tear. Do you think that's it for Edge now?
No.
Okay.
No.
I've seen people say that, but I'm like, no, because the whole point of coming back after 9 years was Edge wanting to go out on his own terms. So this is sure as shit not his final match.
If he was really done, they would have ended the story last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, bringing Christian into the fold says this story is not even close to being done.
Period.
Are we getting one more match with Christian?
I would say absolutely.
I can see it because, for one, it's long overdue that Christian needs to be in the Hall of Fame, straight up.
Now, refresh my memory.
Mm-hmm.
That concussions, that's what took out Daniel Bryan, right?
History concussions took out Christian.
Yeah, I know they took out Christian too, so that's what I'm saying, is it took out Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan came back after 2 years out. Christian's been out since, I think, 2014, so 6 years.
Look, the fact that he took the punt told me he's cleared.
Yeah, I mean,
you ain't risking doing a move like that on a guy with a history of concussions if he's not cleared.
Right.
It was safely done. Randy slapped his
leg. Safely done or not, there's always a risk of you fucking it up.
You didn't let me finish. Jesus Christ. It was safely done because Randy slapped his leg.
You damn knee slapper.
A leg slapper,
Don't make me sick chomp on you.
No one will survive.
So Orton mentions how Christian's not medically...
I gotta go to leg slap class.
So Orton mentioned how Christian's not medically cleared, but so how about an unsanctioned fight, and Christian left to think about it. So think about it, he will. Angel Garza took on Kevin Owens, and Andrade did the exact same thing Angel Garza did to cost Andrade in the kickoff show. He gets up on the apron, and that leads to Kevin Owens getting the win. Garza and Andrade get into it. Zelina Vega breaking it up. Zelina Vega mentioning, basically yelling at them, telling them that they need to stop fighting and start fighting together, which makes me believe they're probably going to be a tag team going forward, maybe challenge the Street Profits or someone down the line. That's going to be my guess there. Bobby Lashley, MVP, head to the ring. Of course, Lana got involved and cost Lashley at Backlash. And Lashley, to the delight of everybody ready for that storyline to get done, Lashley wants a divorce. So,
thank God.
Not a good track record for Lana. 2 divorces in 8 months.
Sure.
Why did she sign that new deal? I mean, it had to be fat money for Rusev to say, go ahead, but I'm getting the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So Lana, I guess, had mentioned Drew McIntyre in the promo or whatever, and Drew puts out a tweet. First of all, I'm married. Second, I'd rather crawl through a mile of sewage with open wounds than entertain the thought of you. Oh, hello.
Bang.
Truth hurts.
So the Viking prophets were interviewed, and Tozawa shows up with the gigantic ninja, and so that leads to a match of the Viking prophets against Tozawa and his 3 ninjas.
3 ninjas.
Yeah, you like how I put that?
Yeah, I saw that. That was great.
And so Big Man gets in the ring, and then Big Show comes out. So I guess we're going to tease a Big Show and Giant Ninja match.
Hot damn. So glad he was a babyface again after his heel jump on Drew McIntyre last time we saw him on TV.
Well, he's got to catch Kane, now.
They should have had him come out and punch Christian at the end of the night instead of Flair.
Well,
just so he could have had another turn.
Yeah, I mean, Big Show's trying to catch Kane for heel turns or heel face turns. What is Kane the leader? Or maybe
Probably.
It's Big Show.
It might be Big Show.
It might be Big Show by now.
I don't know if anybody ever going to catch that man.
Who?
What?
Who?
Oh.
Who?
The fuck you talking about?
They said you said nobody's gonna catch that man. I said who?
Big Show.
Big Show. Big Show has the record for
who?
most. Oh, yeah. All right, whatever. So, what'd you guys think of Dominic attacking Seth Rollins? I thought he looked pretty good here. Looking very agile, escaping the Buddy and Austin Theory. What'd you guys think of Dominic here?
Did not care.
Don't care about Dominic.
Huh? Nope.
Poor man trying to get in the business. You guys don't give a shit.
Hey, show me some shit in the ring, and I'll be great.
We're getting there. As we mentioned earlier, Liv and Natalya lost to the Iconics, leading to Natalya yelling at Liv backstage after the match, which then Lana shows up. So apparently we're going to get a team of Lana and Natalya, which, okay. Might be good. Who knows? I mean, Hallie sure shit need something for Lana to do now that she's out of that shit storyline. So lots of action with the tag team division. The tag titles are on the line tomorrow tonight on NXT against Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart, and then the Iconics get a title shot on next Monday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So I figure Sasha Bailey retain on Wednesday and lose on Monday, maybe?
Possibly.
I thought maybe they'd lose on Wednesday, just a big shock, and keep the tag titles down on NXT for a while. But, I mean, at least they're WWE's kind of finally using them, so at least that's kind of a positive there. But we got a Ric Flair and Charlotte segment backstage, and Apollo getting ready for his match against Shelton Benjamin. MVP shows up and kind of talking him into how he should join MVP's crew. And Apollo cheated to win against Shelton Benjamin. So seems like
we lie, we cheat, we steal.
So we're gonna probably get that heel turn with Apollo joining MVP and Lashley, huh?
Certainly seems to be that way.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh, the whole story, R-Truth.
The new nation of domination.
There you go. R-Truth, of course, being funny. But Drew wasn't laughing because basically we got Drew's title on the line in a tag team match where Truth could get pinned and lose the title. Except Truth thought he was getting a chance at being whatever he called himself with the two belts. But Truth being Truth.
Truth being Truth.
We find out that the Street Profits and Viking Raiders will get that tag team title match. They were trying to figure out how to break the tie, and Big Show came in and said, "Hey, why don't you just have a match?" Okay. McIntyre and Truth took on Lashley and MVP. Of course, the WWE Championship on the line, but Drew gets out of there with a Claymore kick and then lets Truth hit a splash to get the win there. And then we get Asuka Nia Jax because Vince loves to have a repeat match after a pay-per-view. And interesting end with Jax shoving John Cone, the referee. And then Asuka rolls her up and John Cone does a fast count. So Nia probably going to kill John Cone next week. And then the unsanctioned match between Randy Orton and Christian. We all knew this wasn't going to be much because this didn't even start till like 7 minutes left in the hour. They stare each other down, and Ric Flair comes out, and Christian puts Rick in the corner saying, "I got this," and he turns around, and Rick hits him right in the nuts. and then Christian gets punted.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
next.
And that was the end of Raw. Yeah, considering Christian with the history of concussions forced him to retire, kind of interesting how they put the pun out there. And well, now that Edge is gone for 4 to 8 months, what do you think, Christian, Orton, one more match, SummerSlam?
I don't want it.
Probably Extreme Rules.
You think we're going to do it that early, huh?
They proposed on Busted Open today that Orton's facing Charlotte at SummerSlam.
Well, you kept saying how
just throwing that out there.
Yeah. And a couple weeks ago, you said
I highly recommend listening to Busted Open.
Well, a couple weeks ago, you said a woman will never be champion because they will never have a woman face a man. So you think that that's changed in 2 weeks? You think that
possible? That's all I'm saying.
All right,
it's
so
possible.
Why?
Possible.
How do we get to that point with Charlotte and Randy Orton? Like, what's the logic behind it?
You gotta go listen to Busted Open. There's a lot there, and it would take me way too long to try to explain it all.
AEW this week, FTR in-ring debut. They took on the Butcher and the Blade, got the win there. Young Bucks come out and say that it's nice to finally meet you. So I'm guessing FTR, Young Bucks at what's next? Jesus, there's Fyter Fest, but they'll probably save that for All Out, don't you think?
All Out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say they're going to save that for All Out.
Is All Out Memorial Day weekend? Or Memorial Day? Labor Day weekend?
Labor Day weekend.
September 5th.
My anniversary.
Nyla Rose and Penelope Ford took on Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander, with Rose and Ford getting the win there. News on Statlander, she's going to be out for several months, tore an ACL. Was that were they taping Dynamite when that happened?
No, that's when she dove on Kip Sabian last week.
Oh, so that was on that. Okay. Inner Circle, Hager, Santana Ortiz take on the Best Friends. And the end sees Orange Cassidy get beat down by a bunch of oranges. How ironic. They hit him with some blood oranges and beat the shit out of him. We're probably getting Jericho and Orange at Fyter Fest, I'm assuming. MJF got into it with the Gun Club, and I think that's official, right? This week, Billy and MJF.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an ass man. Bump, bump. Sammy Guevara against Colt Cabana. Guevara gets the win there. Brody Lee comes out and extends his hand to get Colt Cabana up off his feet. I'm almost certain Colt Cabana is joining the Dark Order.
Heard it here first on the Lost in the Midcard, ladies and gentlemen.
Then there was the vignette of Joey Janela drinking in a bar and says he's lost his direction. Sonny Kiss comes up and gives him a ride, and I couldn't remember what Sonny said in the when he found Joey walking. Like I thought it was something like, "Are you drinking again?" or something. You guys remember?
I don't.
So it was something along those lines.
Yeah. So he hadn't been drinking, but now he's drinking again because he's lost his way. And to be continued. I thought it was a real well done vignette, though. AEW definitely known for those. So
I'm actually glad Sonny Kiss is actually getting some TV time.
Yeah, about time. I mean, past 8. What do we got? 8 months of Dynamite. We haven't really seen much of Sonny Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on Dark a lot.
Moxley interviewed by Alex Marvez, and Taz comes out talking shit as only Taz can, and then Cage comes out and throws Mox into a back windshield and beats the hell out of him. So, and then the main event, TNT Championship, Cody against Mark Quinn. Pretty good match for Mark Quinn's first singles match in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Cody gets the win. Jake Hager comes out. Clearly looks like Hager challenging Cody for the title, which will go down at Fyter Fest.
Which makes no sense to me.
What, Hager?
No, the title's being defended weekly. Why the fuck does Hager want to wait till Fyter Fest? Why wouldn't he want the title shot this week? It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, because there'll be a
because
title
who knows who the champion's going to be come Fyter Fest? Like granted, we all know it's going to be fucking Cody, but I'm just saying, like logically speaking, why wouldn't Hager want the title shot this week? Why does he want to wait till Fyter Fest? It doesn't make any sense. I thought that was dumb.
So that ended a Dynamite there.
Dynamite.
Decent little match. Decent little main event there with Cody and Mark Quinn. I'm trying to find what all's going to be on Dynamite. Hangman and Page defending the titles against the Natural Nightmares.
Hangman and Page.
They're Hangman and Page. Yeah.
Fuck Kenny. He doesn't get to help defend the titles tomorrow.
There's a page on AEW that has all the previews, but I can't fucking find it this week. What else is going to be on Dynamite? Here we go. Number one contendership on the line because the best friends have it. The Les Sex Gods, Jericho and Guevara, are going to face best friends. And do you expect the number one contendership to change?
No, because Jericho spoiled it by accident on Saturday night.
What did he do?
He spoiled it by accident on the show Saturday night. You know, his Saturday night show on YouTube he does.
Yeah, what did he say?
He's like, yeah, and I already think me and Orange Cassidy has been announced for Fyter Fest.
Oh.
He's like, wait a minute. No, it hasn't. We have a tag match against best friends next week for the.
He was sitting a little bit of the bubbly.
Dude, nothing you can do. I was like, Jericho, nothing you can say now can save you now. Just stop. You've already spoiled the fact that it's you and Orange at Fyter Fest. So no, I do not see the tag title number one contendership changing hands on Dynamite tomorrow.
Unless Jericho wrestles twice at Fyter Fest. So I mean, well, Fyter Fest is over 2 weeks too. So. But the way Jericho tried to cover his ass there. Yeah.
It made me laugh. I just when he did that, I was just like, oh shit.
Cody's got a TNT Championship Open Challenge. The competitor he is going to face has not yet been announced. So, Young Bucks take on Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc. MJF and Billy. Does he not own Billy Gunn?
Apparently, it's a WWE issue. Again.
We can say Billy of the Gun Club.
Yep, there it is.
Billy and Austin Gunn. Cody and Brandy Rhodes.
NXT. Keith Lee and Mia Yim took on Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. I don't know. I guess that feud may not be over yet. Gargano
was a show that happened.
Yeah. Rinku and Sarav, whatever. The two big guys.
Ricky Raccoon.
The two big guys with Malcolm Bivens.
I just say that I miss my NXT. like the NXT that existed before they were on USA. Like I miss that NXT because man, that brand has not been the same since moving to USA.
You think it's because Vince has had more influence in it, or what?
I don't know the reasoning, but all I know is like it just the show doesn't feel the same now than it did, back.
It doesn't, because you look forward. You used to look forward to NXT on the WWE.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? It was raw, uncut, like shit happened. Now because it's on network television, it's totally different.
Yeah, I watch AEW most times, and then I'll watch NXT afterwards, maybe, or I'll save it for the weekend or something. Yeah, it's not like got to get it in.
I find myself more often than not lately giving NXT the Impact treatment.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I DVR through most of it.
Yeah,
I just don't, because I just don't care. Like it's like it's not the NXT that I loved for all those years. It feels different, and I can't really put all the fingerprints on as to why, but it's just it's not my NXT.
It's not
I
mine
loved so much. No.
Finn Balor got a win back from Cameron Grimes. I've been impressed with Grimes lately, though.
Grimy.
Dakota Kai beat Casey Catanzaro. I wish I do more with Catanzaro.
They do. She's in the audience at Raw.
With no chair.
Drake challenging El Hijo de Fantasma to a match. They kind of shook hands, and then
so stupid.
Yeah, who called the kidnapping on this podcast?
Like months ago, you did.
Yeah, that it was Phantasma behind it all.
So fucking dumb. So dumb.
I called it.
What the fuck is his name? What the fuck they calling him now?
Something Escobar.
Pablo.
No.
Sounds like some fucking early 90s WWF jobber name.
What the fuck is his name?
Is it Rico or something? Rico Escobar or something? I don't fucking know.
Rico. Remember Rico?
Rico Escobar.
Remember Rico with Billy and Chuck?
He looked good to me.
Santos Escobar.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
It's even worse than I remembered.
Oh, it sounds like a guy that hits 290 with 30 doubles.
Wow.
Sounds like a baseball player.
Wow.
Sounds like someone that's going to be really good on main event in about 8 months.
Oh, nah.
Pretty much.
Escobar's good. He was good in Lucha. He was a good bad guy in Lucha. So, Cody?
So is Bianca Belair. Where's she at right now?
Yeah, where's she been? Cody.
He's missed main event.
Cody texted us. I don't know what this is all about.
Let me see what he's talking about.
It's just it's a 30-minute. It's a 30-second. It's a 30-second video of him defending his title tomorrow night, and that's all it is.
All right. Well,
Say who he's facing?
No, it's just like a GIF with music in the background. Is all it is. So, surprise. It's a surprise. Well, you know how he said it could be someone that's not in AEW. Maybe there's maybe a kind of a surprise person coming in.
And I don't know if they'd really do that on an episode that's taped.
Oh, sorry.
Get that. Got Club D over here.
Yes, sir.
Dexter Lumis took on Adam Cole, baby. And after the match, old Scarlett comes out with the hourglass, telling Cole his time's about up. Remember when we were discussing this on the podcast, D? Which titles he going for next? And we're like, oh yeah, Keith Lee. Nope, Rock
after Cole.
I said. After TakeOver, or right after that match, I said the way they had him flatten Ciampa, if he's not going after the world title after this, it's a big fucking mistake.
Yeah.
Because they literally curb stomped Ciampa into oblivion.
It was like 6 minutes.
Yeah. And like that's the guy that's been carrying your brand for like the last 2 to 3 years, if not longer. And you just had him.
No one will survive, and he didn't survive.
So yeah, to me it made perfect sense that's who he was going after. I was not surprised at all.
So news broke about 4 days ago as we go into headlines. Paul Heyman removed from head of creative Raw. Bruce Pritchard
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention that the old Fink introduction, the greatest wrestling match ever. That was kind of cool. What they did there.
That was probably the coolest thing about the match in general.
Except the punt. I like the punt.
Like I said, the match. It was a really good match. It was dare I say a great match, but it is not the greatest wrestling match of all time. It is just a tribute.
Bullshit.
It wasn't even the greatest match of the week, but they both might be nominated for a marquee for best match. Who knows?
I did forget that I was going to comment on this, and thanks to JB for bringing us back to that match, or I would have forgotten. So I did a tease for no. I would have done a tease for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the song, JB?
I'm a Tenacious D fan, man. I've listened to that album 5 million times.
Okay, so that entire song was about the best song in the world.
This
but by
is
the time
not
it was done,
the greatest song in the world.
It's not. It's a tribute.
Just a tribute.
With the Finkel introductions.
Couldn't remember.
There they go.
The greatest song in the world. No
moves. With all the the playoff nostalgia and all that throughout the entire match. It was a tribute.
Finisher Mania.
To all the greats, the greatest, wrestlers and moments in professional wrestling history is really what it was. It was a tribute match. It is the best way I can describe it. And I think that song. That song pretty much summed it up perfectly.
How many moves did they hit of other classic wrestlers?
Yeah, at least a dozen.
It was quite a bit, yeah. Pedigrees and rock bottoms and Three Amigos.
Yes.
Angle slam.
Angle slam. Did they hit a crossface?
Yeah, crippler crossface.
Mm-hmm.
They hit a lot.
Closest you'll get to a Benoit reference. It'll be the closest you get to a Chris Benoit reference in the WWE.
Well, for good reason.
So yeah, Heyman out. Pritchard in both shows now. Not a lot of people happy either, but what can you do? WWE Backstage for the women's. Yeah, I was a little disappointed here. We're sitting there. Darryl and I didn't start recording until later, so we actually had we got into Backstage, and I was like, I'm gonna be disappointed with this all women's panel. They showed Evolution beforehand. I'm gonna be disappointed if they don't announce Evolution 2, but nope, no announcement. I thought this was all set up. This is all set up to announce Evolution 2 at the end of Backstage last week, but it wasn't.
That would have been nice.
The all women's Backstage got 112,000 viewers, just slightly down from CM Punk, and I can't remember who else was on that show. This week though, Brett, that'll be a fun one.
I hope Brett gives Edge and Orton a 4 out of 10.
Drizzling shits.
Drizzling shiznits.
And he'll blame Edge's injury on Seth Rollins.
Both AEW
and
both AEW and NXT drop in the ratings again. AEW barely edging out NXT 677 to 673. Total Bellas.
I don't know why the ratings are going down again.
Total Bellas.
I guess people don't like wrestling with no crowds. That's
Total Bella's season finale outdrew AEW and NXT this week.
That just makes me want to be done. That we should just wrap it up. That terrible tidbit of news.
Oh, it was announced that season 5 of Total Bellas is coming.
You fucking kidding me?
For what?
Total Bell. Another season of Total Bellas is announced.
For what?
Oh yeah. Good question.
I rather watch La Femme Nikita or Murder She Wrote.
Silk Stockings.
There you go.
Next on USA.
Burn Notice.
What do we got on Survivor Series now? Oh, commercial. Okay. Friday Night SmackDown got back over the 2 million mark, barely 2.016 million. So a little bit of a raise there. Monday Night Raw with Edge and Christian and Orton saw a sizable jump, 200,000 jump to 1.93 million. And people stuck around in the third hour just to see what would happen with Christian. So that was the biggest third hour they've had since April 6th, which was right before Mania. Then Mania Go Home was April 6th, right? Or was that the night after?
That might have been the night after Mania.
Night after. Sid. Psycho Sid.
Oh, is it Sid and Sean? That's right. We went over the card, Darryl and I did last week, of Survivor Series 96.
If you watch how many times Sid blinks, it's hilarious.
He's a psycho.
I love WCW Sid Vicious. Who's the man?
Wasn't Sid in the room when Shockmaster made his entrance in WCW? I remember Sting was in there.
Sting, the Bulldog, Flair.
I wanted to think
who else
Sid was in there losing his shit, but you gonna buy an FTW towel if they start selling those?
Yes, sir.
The orange
Taz.
The orange FTW towel.
I love Taz. Yes.
Who can stop the path of Cage?
We might have a reunion of Heath Slater and Rhino in Impact. Apparently, Rhino teasing the potential debut of Heath Miller.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Who can stop the path of Cage? I can name one person that can stop the path of Cage. Vince McMahon.
John Moxley.
Next.
Oh,
Joe Koff.
Fuck
Next.
Joe Koff. Rhino says that he's got a new partner and he has kids. His partner has kids, so it looks like Slater is heading to Impact.
For what?
Kind of predicted that when we were predicting all the people that got cut. Slater's good. Come on, he just didn't get a fair shake. I mean, shit, that storyline.
Do you see who's on Survivor Series right now?
I'm turning. I see Captain Lou Albano.
I must be ahead of you.
Yeah.
Matt, who's on SummerSlam Survivor Series right now?
I don't fucking know. I'm not in a room with a TV like you two jobbers.
Oh, mine's on the computer. Mine's on the computer, but well, who the hell are these?
It's the Nation of Domination.
Who are these rappers?
Creator rapper number 1 and creative rapper number 3.
Creator rapper. Oh boy!
Is it like JC Ice and Whoopi D or something like that?
Whoopi D. Whoopi
D. Maybe it was Woofy D. I don't fucking remember.
Listen, if one of my friends come to me and say, "Yeah, I'm a rapper. My name is Woofy D," I will slap the shit out of them. Who the fuck named you that?
Go listen to the Nation of Domination song with the rap track, and they say who they are in it.
I don't want to.
I'm pretty sure it's JC Ice and Woofy D.
We got a rap.
The Nation of Domination I have in my background didn't have a Wolfie or
it absolutely had that rap theme. That was that group right there. They got rid of that theme when Mark Henry and them got in there.
Hold on, is that Chris Kanyon?
Chris Kanyon was not a Survivor Series 96.
No, he looks like him. It's not him. It's the fake Razor.
It was Wolfie D and JC Ice.
Oh my God.
I did a Google search, and it took me to this forum with like 1998 web forum is what it looks like.
Listen, we don't need Saber Wolf and Ice Pack, okay? We're good.
Saber Wolf? We doing Killer Instinct shit now?
Yeah, that's where I got it from. You did your homework, sir.
Ultra combo!
Is that fake Razor?
Yes, that's fake Razor. I thought it looked like Chris Kanyon a little bit.
Chris Kanyon was never that fat.
I can't believe FS1 is airing fake Razor right now.
Look at Kane.
What was the point of these guys? Like Vince thought he could just get them over because it was the gimmick, not the person. Was that the story?
I think it was done to try to steal ratings from WCW.
Really?
By advertising that Razor and Diesel were coming back. It got Nash and Hall a lot more money with WCW, so I'm sure they were happy about it.
Look at old Glenn.
Glenn with the good hair.
He kind of looks like American Badass right there. Oh my God, the mid-90s, man. This was before the Attitude Era. Still,
we got Scalpel Ramon and Unleaded. There you
go. The Dollar Store Outsiders.
Yes. It's time. It's time. It's Vader. Time.
Vader.
Listen, the best Vader when he first came into WCW with the big ass shoulder pad. With the Sting came out, I loved it. With who was with Harley Race?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love the big mask he had.
Yes, with the Sting coming out and everything. That was awesome.
That was badass. Former Tough Enough competitor Daniel Rodimer is running for Congress. I don't remember Big Dan Rodimer.
Sounds familiar.
Tough Enough, yeah.
James E. Cornette.
Yep, E renews Total Bellas for a 6th season, and Matt goes wild. Savio Vega, he's still wrestling in Mexico.
He's running Puerto Rico, dude.
Or Puerto Rico, yeah.
Yeah.
He's still wrestling.
The worst thing they ever did was turn Yoko face.
Dave Bautista's movie My Spy was originally supposed to come out in January, or actually it's supposed to come out late last year, pushed back to January, pushed back to April, and then the Corona happened, so it's now going to debut on Amazon Prime.
Oh, shit.
So, looks like a CIA operative, Dave Bautista, is demoted, and he's at the mercy of a 9-year-old girl. Didn't The Rock do a movie just like this with a kid?
He did one with like the hockey. Was it the Tooth Fairy or some shit? Yeah. Flash Funk. Oh wow.
Ringside Collectibles now coming up with a new War Games playset. So that's pretty cool.
War Games
for the
Match Beyond.
How does Regal put it?
War Games.
When he announces the next. There's going to be
War games.
He says something. He says some phrase. I can't remember what now. Elite 78 will include R-Truth, Naomi, Kofi Kingston, Drake Maverick, Randy Orton, and Matt Riddle. Bro, Matt Riddle debuted on SmackDown this week. And then Series 111 includes Bray Wyatt, Kevin Owens, Eric Rowan, Jeff Hardy, Nikki Cross. And then there are battle packs, Morrison and Miz, Orton and Kingston, and AJ Styles and Stone Cold, Steve Austin. That's so funny how Series 111 is going to be as a wrestler that's no longer with the company.
Oh, my God.
What do you see?
Survivor Series match is horrible.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I remember we were running down the card and actually said Razor Ramon and Diesel. So we were like, I was not even thinking that it was the fake guys. Moving on. New pro wrestling T-shirts are out. Marty Scurll's got a new one out there. Along with Zack Ryder's got one. Still here, it says. Some LOD shirts, some Pride shirts, a Selena De La Renta shirt, amongst all the others there. As we mentioned earlier, Bret Hart going to be on Backstage on FS1. Of course, the first ever Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin match was on Survivor Series here. That's currently on FS1 as we are currently talking right now. Of course, now there's a much worse match on right now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre did an interview recently saying he wants The Undertaker. With all this stuff here with Undertaker last ride, after that Extreme Rules 2019 match, Taker had told Vince that he's done, which obviously wasn't the case. Are we expecting episode 5 to end with Taker saying he's done, or you think Taker's still going to go?
I think they're going to end it with him saying he's done, but just because he says he's done doesn't mean he's done.
Well, then Shane McMahon then came out and challenged him to another Hell in a Cell match. Like, what's up with that?
Shane going into business for himself.
For you to die again? No, I'm good.
Well, you're not a McMahon if you don't go into business with yourself, right? Moving on, WWE Primetime. Great little talk show with Gorilla and Bobby the Brain Heenan. There are new Primetime episodes that came out to the WWE Network on the 15th, so go check those out. Looks like a bunch of shows from the fall and early winter of '89. Hey, Ring of Honor is holding a DVD sale there, Darryl. Go get some Ring of Honor DVDs.
For what? Nobody buys DVDs anymore.
Don't tell Joe Koff that.
Fuck him.
Fuck Joe Koff. Mike Johnson put on a PW Insider yesterday on where WWE stands with running live events again. He has confirmed that WWE is begin working to strategize potential courses of action on getting WWE live events up and running again. He's been told, Mike Johnson told that the company is hoping to be prepared to hold live events by the end of the summer. The company is even hoping to run events outside of the TV tapings at the Performance Center by August. Others believe that time frame is premature, especially when you hear Florida getting shut back down after opening up a week later. Here, bars are going to be reopened to full capacity. But you can arcades, darts, pool, you can do all that starting Monday. So, yeah, I don't know. It almost seems like, at least here, it's getting normal. But
second wave incoming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. And as we mentioned earlier in the show, a developmental talent tested positive for COVID-19. Who was in the crowd for tapings, so they canceled the TV tapings for tomorrow. Sounds like they will resume tapings once they test all the talent and there are no positive tests. But so how did the hell
tips up their nose?
So what? They just did testing once to make it look good, and then they quit doing it, apparently?
No, WWE never did any tests. All they ever did was check people for fevers.
Oh.
That's it. But everybody doesn't show a fever, though.
No. There's people have a lot of different things there. But coming up here, of course, all the Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con was canceled due to COVID, but a first look at Black Adam is coming very soon with The Rock. So that will be coming up here very soon. FS1 in 2 weeks will air the 2018 Survivor Series that was held at the Staples Center in LA. That was headlined by Brock Lesnar against Daniel Bryan. Ronda Rousey took on Charlotte Flair. Seth Rollins took on Nakamura. It was basically champion versus brand versus brand kind of deal. And you also had your elimination matches as well as Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy. And apparently WWE had to answer the question, were there any fans in attendance at yesterday's TV taping? And they said fans have not been in attendance since March 13th, and select number of friends and family were permitted to attend the TV productions. Of course, that's all going to probably get shut down now that somebody had COVID, right? NBC announced the new fall season plans to advertisers with Young Rock, a new comedy telling the story of Dwayne Johnson growing up, and that is going to slate to debut in mid-season around January. 11 episodes ordered for the first season with Johnson appearing on all episodes, so that's going to be coming your way. And so that's going to do it for this edition of Lost in the Midcard. I'd like to thank SpiderDuck.net for being our host and enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, and any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is search for Lost in the Midcard, hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way every Wednesday. You can also check us out on the YouTube, and the links to all that are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard. Also at the Twitter at LITMC Podcast, where we also share a lot of great tweets from the wrestling world. I'm on the Twitter at JB Huskers. Matt's on the Twitter at Raw F Showtime. Darryl on the Twitter at No One Like D. And before we head out of here, Matt, what are your final thoughts?
Oh, sorry that this was a low energy episode. I'm just tired.
We all tired. We all tired. We all tired. Darryl, what are your final thoughts?
Fuck joke off.
Fuck joke off. We are the nation of cough.
Bye, y'all.
We are the nation of constipation.
Ooh.
No.
D'Lo does look constipated there. For Darryl Bullock, Matt Black.
Snooka does.
This is Jeremy Bennett. Thank you for tuning in to Lost in the Midcard. We'll be back at you next week.